everybody. I'm happy and proud to present the Project Day of the year 2021-2022. The Project Day topic for this year is life on other planets. My friends are here to present before you the information about the topic. I hope you'll enjoy watching their videos, speech, interview section, models, charts, a tour to other planet too. Before watching the video, let me give a brief note. The ultimate goal of NASA's exoplanet program is to find unmistakable signs of current life on a planet beyond Earth. How soon that can happen depends on two unknowns: the prevalence of life in the galaxy and how lucky we get as we take those first tentative exploratory steps. So let's wait. Next, let me tell about aliens. Intelligent aliens will soon have a space here on Earth where they can share how they made it through. We haven't yet heard from such beings, of course. Some researchers find this great silence puzzling, given how old the universe is and how many potentially habitable worlds dots its vast expanse. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Ground control. Viprian is 350 million kilometers away from Earth and is traveling at a speed of 40,000 kilometers per hour.
Copy that.
I can spot something really weird and it's blocking my way. Oh my god, it looks so creepy.
Copy that, but there's nothing shown in the radar. Hello, please respond. Do you copy?
Oh god, I lost signal. By the way, I'm an Indian astronaut coming from planet Earth.
Oh, cool! I've never heard of such a thing like an astronaut. I'm from Mars, so you can call me a Martian. And your costume looks so complicated, buddy.
Oh, great! My costume is called a spacesuit, and I cannot survive without it in space.
Oh, that's so strange and scary. We Martians are free to go out anywhere in space. So how is your life on Earth?
Oh, don't even ask about that. People are suffering from a killer virus called corona, and I lost a few of my friends on that pandemic.
Oh, that's sad. Seems like you humans have a lot of things to deal with. We Martians are busy hunting minerals from igneous rock for our meals and climbing inverted mountains.
Oh, that's strange. We humans consume something called cereal, fruit and vegetables and drink a liquid called water, as it is abundant on Earth. Today I'm on my mission to find a lost satellite, and I'm glad to meet you, my friend.
I'm too happy to meet you, buddy. I wish you could stay with me in my home planet.
I would love to do it, buddy, but at the end of the day, I'm a human being and my home planet is Earth. Earth has a lots of fresh water to consume, suitable atmospheric conditions, food, light, heat and oxygen, and it also has a protective ozone layer from the ultraviolet radiation of the sun.
That's so cool, buddy. Seems like Earth will be beautiful. You all are so lucky to be a part of it. My home planet is mostly composed of carbon dioxide and abundant in bare rocks and dust, unlike Earth. It has a much thinner atmosphere with a volume less than 1% of Earth's. The atmospheric composition is also significantly different.
That's a lot different from Earth, buddy.
While some Mars surface has a toxic soil, low gravity, lack of water, and temperatures under -220 degrees Celsius.
Habitable zone is the distance from a star at which liquid water could exist on orbiting planet surfaces. Habitable zones are also known as Goldilocks zones, where conditions might be just right, neither too hot or not too cold for life. Scientists have developed a new system for mid-infrared exoplanet images using ground-based telescopes to directly witness planets that are roughly 3 times the size of Earth. The researchers also used a starlight blocking mask that they optimized for the mid-infrared light spectrum to block the light from one of the stars at a time. The ground-based telescope in Spain was able to identify 55 Candri super-Earth alien planets spotted. Various ground-based telescopes are Large Synoptic Survey Telescope, South African Large Telescope, KIC 1 and 2 telescopes, Grand Telescopio Canarias.
Extraterrestrial life. Extraterrestrial life is hypothetical life that may occur outside Earth and which did not originate on Earth. Such life might range from simple prokaryotes or comparable life forms to intelligent beings and even sapient beings, possibly bringing forth civilization that might be far more advanced than the humanity. Ground-based telescopes could now capture habitable planets. The Very Large Telescope, or VLT, at Parallel Observatory in Chile's Atacama Desert. VLT's instrumentation was adapted to conduct a search for planets in Alpha Centauri system as part of the Breakthrough Initiative. This stunning image of the VLT is painted with the colors of sunset and reflected in water on the platform. Information on the telescope. Scientists have developed a new system for mid-infrared exoplanet images using ground-based telescopes to directly witness planets that are roughly 3 times the size of Earth. The next generation of extremely large telescopes are going to potentially increase direct observations of nearby stars that could now support habitable planets. Some stars suspected of being capable of supporting life include Ceres and Tau Ceti. Ceres is the brightest star in the night sky, and Tau Ceti hosts a planetary system that has never been directly observed.
Over the years, many researchers and scientists have scored government documents at the National Archives in search of proof that life exists beyond Earth. The National Archives and Records Administration is actually home to several collections of documents pertaining to unidentified flying objects, UFOs, or flying discs. And over the decades, those resources have been thoroughly probed and scrutinized for even a hint of more information and proof of alien existence. One set of documents, known as Project Blue Book, includes retired declassified records from the United States Air Force (USAF), currently in custody of the National Archives. It relates to USAF investigations of UFOs from 1947 to 1969.
What is AI? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligent processes by machines, especially computer systems. Specific applications of AI include extract systems, natural language processing, speech recognition, and machine vision. What are aliens? Extraterrestrial life is hypothetical life that may occur outside Earth and which did not originate on Earth. Artificial intelligence or AI could help astronomers predict probability of life on other planets. Using artificial neural networks, researchers from Britain Plymouth University classified planets into 5 types based on whether they are most like the present day Earth, the early Earth, Mars, Venus, or Saturn's moon Titan, estimating a probability of life in each case.
Hello everyone, I am Deekshita and I am one of the reporters from BBM Global School at Pelwood. Today we are going to question an astronaut about what we learned about aliens in 2020. Hello ma'am, nice to meet you. Hello madam, nice to meet you too. So ma'am, can you tell us about what we learned about aliens in 2020? Oh sure. On October 19, 2017, I was in the University of Hawaii where I spotted a strange object traveling through our solar system. Later, I described it as a red and extremely elongated asteroid. It is the first interstellar object to be found detected in our solar system. Then, we named it Amuma, the Hawaiian word for scout or messenger. That was very informative. Your explanation why Amuma might be an interstellar probe may be hard for lay people to understand. So can you explain it? There is a Scientific American article I wrote where I summarized 6 strange facts about Amuma. The first one is that we didn't expect this object to exist in the first place. We see the solar system and we can calculate at what rate it ejected rocks during its history. And if we assume all planetary systems around the other stars are doing the same thing, we can figure out what the population of interstellar objects should be. The calculation resolves a lot of possibilities, but the range is much less than needed to explain the discovery of Oumuamua. That's sad, but I hope everyone gets to know about the discovery of Amuma very soon. I hope it happens soon.
Rebecca Allen is the director of the Center for Education Improvement Science, UCL Institution of Education IRE, and a space technology expert too. Rebecca Allen thinks aliens exist but states that it's unlikely that they resemble humans. The word alien conjures up an image of a human-like creature. However, the most predominant forms of life on Earth are much smaller, older, and hardier microorganisms. These organisms can survive in places where life has no business existing, and if aliens do exist, it's likely to be in this form. For experts who think aliens exist: Rebecca Allen, space technology expert; Helen Maynard Casley, planetary scientist; Stephen Tingay, astrophysicist; John T. Horner, astrobiologist.
Astronomers detect new sub-Neptune world. Astronomers report the discovery of a new sub-Neptune exoplanet as part of the TESS Hunt for Young and Maturing Exoplanets theme program. The newly found alien world, designated HD 110082b, is about 3 times larger than the Earth and orbits a relatively young star. The finding is reported in a paper published February 11 on arxiv.org. 5th August 2021, using NASA's Transiting Exoplanets Survey satellite TESS, an international team of astronomers has detected a new sub-Neptune exoplanet orbiting an M-dwarf star. The newly found exostellar world, designated TOI 2406b, is nearly 3 times larger than the Earth. The discovery is reported in a paper published July 29 on arxiv.org. This is TESS phase folded transit light curve or bend of TOI 2406b.
One big unanswered question mankind has since evolution is there life outside our planet Earth? Though mankind has been exploring our solar system and even other such planets in our universe for nearly a century, we have not found concrete proof of life existing outside our planet yet. But our scientists have made inferences based on data collected and observed that life might have existed at some point of time in planets we have studied. For example, planet Mars was thought to have water, which is necessary for carbon based life. Satellite pictures of various landscapes of Mars and study of rock components aid this probability. Mars' distance from the Sun is also optimal for carbon life. Similar study was done on Europa, moon of Jupiter, and planet Venus as well. Scientists are developing interferometers, laser waves and stuff to try to detect planets in other solar systems' habitable zones. They also send out radio signals in space, hoping to get response from aliens.
Until the early years of the 1990s, astronomers had yet to discover a planet outside the solar system.
Even though scientists were certain that there are planets orbiting other stars, there was little evidence of other planetary systems until Alexander Walsham and Dale Trail discovered two extrasolar planets or exoplanets orbiting the pulsar PSR 1257 in 1992. This was soon followed by the observation of 51 Pegasi b, the first exoplanet discovered around a sun-like star in 1995. Michael Mayer and Didier Queloz were awarded the 2019 Nobel Prize in Physics for this discovery. Since then, we have identified thousands of exoplanets using a variety of detection methods. The count of confirmed planets is in the thousands and rising. The count could rise to tens of thousands within a decade as we increase the number and observing power of robotic telescopes lofted into space.
Now let's see some of the newly found alien planets.
HT 108236 is a G-type main sequence star. Its surface temperature is 5660 Kelvin. HT 108236 is probably older than the Sun at 6.7 billion years. HT 108236F is a super-Earth exoplanet that orbits the G-type star. Its mass is 4.72 Earths. It takes 29.5 days to complete one orbit of its star and is at a distance of 0.1758 AU from its star. Its discovery was announced in 2020.
What is extraterrestrial life? Extraterrestrial life is a hypothetical life that may occur outside Earth and which does not originate on Earth. Such life might range from simple prokaryotes to intelligent beings and even sentient beings, possibly bringing forth civilizations that may be far more advanced than humanity. The search of extraterrestrial life, SETI, is a general term that refers to scientific searches for intelligent extraterrestrial life. One example is monitoring electromagnetic radiations for signs of transmissions of civilizations from other planets. The concept of extraterrestrial life and particularly extraterrestrial intelligence has a major culture impact, chiefly in the work of science fiction over the years. Science fiction communicates scientific ideas, imagine a wide range of possibilities, and influence public interest in the perspective of extraterrestrial life. One shared space is debated over the wisdom of attempting communication with extraterrestrial intelligence. Some encourage aggressive methods to try for contact with extraterrestrial intelligence.
Is there chances of life on other planets? 1 in a million has planets around it. Only 1 in a million has the right combination of chemicals, temperature, water, days and nights to support planetary life as we know it. This calculation arrives at the estimated figure of 100 million worlds where life has been forged by evolution.
Is there life on other planets? Since the mid 20th century, active ongoing research has taken place to look for signs of extraterrestrial life. The ultimate goal of NASA's exoplanet program is to find signs of current life on a planet beyond Earth. Till now, we have not found a confirmed decision that aliens exist.
Mega-Earth Kepler-10c planet. An artist's illustration of the mega-Earth planet Kepler-10c, the Godzilla of Earths, planet that is 2.3 times the size of Earth and 17 times heavier. The planet and its lava world sibling Kepler-10b background orbit the star Kepler-10, about 570 light-years from Earth, in the constellation Draco. Earth mass gassy planet KOI 314c. KOI 314c, shown in this artist's conception, is the lightest planet to have both its mass and physical size measured. Surprisingly, although the planet weighs the same as Earth, it is 60% larger in diameter, meaning that it must have very thick gaseous atmosphere. It it orbits a dim red dwarf star, shown at the left, about 200 light-years away from Earth.
One night, about 60 years ago, physicist Enrico Fermi looked up into the sky and asked, "Where is everybody?" He was actually talking about the aliens. What is Fermi paradox? Named after Italian-American physicist Enrico Fermi, can be summed up in a simple question. It's a big universe, so why can't we see life anywhere but here on Earth? There are several possible answers to Fermi paradox. For instance, space is deep, so sending and receiving signals across great distances is difficult. Even if alien civilizations do exist, they may not be able to detect signals or understand the communication methods we use. Space is full of magnetic fields and dust clouds that disturb or even eliminate beams of electromagnetic radiation. Given all this, why haven't we met or seen any trace of alien? Where is everybody? The possibilities are endless. The speculation will no doubt continue forever or until we find the extraterrestrials.
There have been 96 recorded alien sightings throughout history. The earliest recorded UFO sighting was in 1440 BC. The first alien encounter ever recorded was an early UFO sighting in ancient Egypt. People believed in alien life as early as 610 BC. Anaximander of ancient Greece first introduced the concept of cosmic pluralism, or the assumption that there are worlds other than the Earth that may have life. In the early 20th century, physicist Enrico Fermi posed the infamous question, with the scope of our universe, why haven't we found intelligent extraterrestrial life yet, or why haven't they found us? This question sparked the age of astrobiology and the efforts to find extraterrestrial life, as well as the rise of aliens in pop culture. Alien sightings have been reported in many nuclear power plants and the military bases. The link between UFO sightings and nuclear power plants was first observed at the peak of the atomic age in the mid-1940s. Over 160 veterans have reported strange things in the skies around nuclear sites. The first scientific attempt to communicate with aliens was in 1960.
Hello, sir. I know that you are an astronaut. Can you please introduce about planets?
Oh, yes, sure.
Sir, then can you tell me that what is a planet?
A very large object in space that moves around the sun is called a planet.
Sir, then how many planets are there and what are their names?
There are 8 planets. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
What is this? It looks strange. Let me take a photo of this and I'll show to Emily tomorrow. May I come in, Emily?
Yes.
Yesterday I saw something strange in the sky. Here you go. See this?
Oh, it's an alien spaceship. Where did you see it?
What? What means aliens?
Do you want to know all the things about aliens? Come on, let's explore. A living thing which is not a part of Earth is called as alien. It could be a biological organism like humans, a super intelligent AI, or even some source of planet-sized hive mind.
Why do we think aliens exist?
There are hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Even if a small fraction of these stars have planets around them that prove habitable for life. Hence, there are chances of life on other.
What is a biosignature? A biosignature is something that suggests the presence of a biological process that impels life. This can include things like a chemical compound, an isotope, or secular compound. Any substance, such as an element, molecule, or phenomenon that provides scientific evidence of past or present life. Measurably, attributes of life include its complex physical or chemical structure and its use of free energy and that production of biomass and waste. Another name for biosignature is chemical fossil or molecular fossil.
Professor Martin Van Kranendonk, PhD, University of NSW, a researcher. Martin was straight at Canada, receiving his PhD in 1992 and then moved to Australia in 1994 to commence research on the Filbara. In 1997, he joined the Geological Survey of Western Australia and in 2012 moved to UNSW as Professor of Geology. He is the director of the NASA-affiliated Australian Centre for Astrobiology. At UNSW, Deputy Director of the Big Western Institute and has recently become head of the School of Biological, Earth and Environmental Sciences at UNSW.
Wait, what happened? Don't go away.
What happened? What happened?
Wait, the aliens are here. How am I here? How am I in a dream? I saw an alien.
Aliens? Do you think aliens really exist?
Scientists have found evidence of water, power sources, and chemical compounds on other planets. And these planets have been for more than billions of years. So there might be a life on other planets. This mystery has still not been solved. But we can't say that aliens don't exist.
What is astrobiology? Astrobiology is the study of the living universe. Astrobiology includes the search for extraterrestrial life via in situ exploration, spectroscopy of solar and extrasolar planetary atmospheres, and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. This review situates astrobiology within philosophical issues of the definition of life and the biological compatibility of the universe. It reviews the habitability of the galaxy in general and of planets and moons in particular, and summarizes current controversies in origins of life research and in evidence for the earliest life on Earth. It It concludes that astrobiology must also speak of the future of human civilization.
The study of the atmosphere of alien super Earth helps in the hunt for extraterrestrial life. The chemical composition of its atmosphere can tell a lot about the planet and its habitability. Scientists are interested in analyzing the combination of gases in the atmosphere of Earth-like exoplanet, a potential indication of life. The first ever analysis of the atmosphere of alien super Earth in the year 2010 has revealed that the atmosphere of GJ1214b consists of either water vapor or a thick haze of cloud. GJ1214b helps in study of its atmosphere since it passes directly in front of its parent red dwarf star from Earth's line of sight. Bean and his colleagues observed this with the help of a FOREST instrument on the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile. The instrument analyzes the spectrum of light from a target to determine the object composition. They observed that GJ1214b's atmosphere had flat, featureless signatures, which means the exoplanet's atmosphere can't contain much hydrogen. This image shows the conception of super Earth GJ1214b. In 2010, Burt and his team analyzed the atmosphere of GJ1214b with infrared spectra. This is shown in the image. According to them, it is a water world underneath a thick, steamy atmosphere.
What is the solar system? The term solar system refers to the family of the Sun. The Sun is a star around celestial objects revolve in orbits. This whole system of bodies is called the solar system. The Sun is the head of this system. The planets of the solar system are in order of distance from the Sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And I hope you can see the diagram of all the planets, Sun, and the orbits. Well, what are planets? A celestial or body distinguished from the fixed stars by having an apparent motion of its own, including the moon and sun, especially with reference to its supposed influence on people and events. Well, what is our mother planet? Our mother planet is Earth. Earth, our home planet, is a world unlike any other. The third planet from the Sun, Earth is the only place in the known universe conformed to host life. With a radius of 3,959 miles, Earth is the fifth largest planet in our solar system, and it's the only one known for sure to have liquid water on its surface.
Prabodh from 5B. Today I am going to talk about solar system. The solar system was formed about 4.7 billion years ago. The system is mainly composed for the sun and the 8 planets that travel around it. We can also find countless asteroids, comets, and a lot of small icy objects in the solar system. Sun is an integral part of our daily life. However, we will be surprised to know that it is just one among 200 billion other stars in Milky Way.
My name is James. I came to space to find aliens. So I'm going to on the rover. What is a rover? A rover is a planetary surface exploration device designed to move across the solid surface on a planet or other planetary mass celestial bodies. Some rovers have been designed as a land vehicles to transport members of human spaceflight crew. Others have been partially of or fully autonomous robots. Wow, the rover found the alien.
Yeah.
In science fiction and in the beliefs of ufology, a Venetian or Venerian is a native inhabitant of the planet Venus. Many science fiction writers have imagined what extraterrestrial life on Venus might be like. Ufology, the study of UFOs. Mars. I believe that Martian people once lived. A 23-year-old boy remembered his past life in Mars. He claims that he has been sent by the Martian race to save humans from succumbing to a nuclear war and destroying their race. He claims that his own race, which is the Martian race, was virtually wiped out thousands of years ago due to nuclear warfare. The alleged genius boy from Mars has warned that if humans do not change the situation relating to the nuclear power struggle, they will soon meet the same fate as the Martians. Now we all have proof. Martians, aliens which lives in Mars.
When you hear the word alien, the first question in your mind is, are aliens real? And the answer you tell yourself is, no, they are not real. It's just a fantasy topic. And a good topic to start a conversation with. But let me tell you something. I researched on the topic, are aliens real? And here is something I found something surprising. Commander David Fravor of the US Navy was behind the controls of the fighter jet over the Pacific Ocean in 2004. When he spotted something weird, it hovered over the water, churning it so forcefully that it looked like it was to be boiling. Moments later, the object moved swiftly away from him at a shocking.
Mars. Mars is one of the most Earth-like worlds in solar system. It has a 24.5-hour day, polar ice cap that expand and contract with seasons, a large array of surface features that were sculpted by water during the planet's history. Mars picture. Europa. Europa was discovered by Galileo in 1610 along with Jupiter's three other larger moons. It was slightly smaller than Earth's moon and orbits the gas giants at the distance of some 670,000 kilometers. Once every 3.5 days, Europa is constantly squeezed and stretched by the completing gravitational fields of Jupiter and the other Galilean moons, a process known as tidal fixing. Europa picture.
Enceladus, Saturn's moon. Enceladus is an ice-covered moon with a subsurface ocean of liquid water. Enceladus orbits Saturn first came to the attention of scientists as a potentially habitable world following the surprise discovery of enormous geysers near the moon's south pole. Titan, Saturn's moon. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn and the only moon in the solar system with a substantial atmosphere. It contains a thick orange haze of complex organic molecules and a methane weather system in the place of water. It is a complete with seasonal rain, dry periods, and surface and sand dunes created by wind. Thank you, friends, for listening to me.
Aliens exist or not? Astrobiologist Martin van Kranendorf cites the lack of empirical data as indication that there is no life outside the Earth that's not related to human activity. However, he concludes that our knowledge is limited. We don't have We have not investigated the whole of the universe, and we don't know what might constitute the life in another chemical system. Reconciling these points, Van Tenenbaum concludes That a more expanded answer may be that we just don't know and may in fact never know.
Fun facts about aliens by Anirudh. Number 1. Alien head. Look at the alien. The alien's head is so hectic. Many people believe that alien's head is so huge because it has a million IQ. Mothership UFOs are real. If you guys don't know what is mothership or UFOs, they are unidentified flying objects. Aliens' eyes are super sharp that they see everything in front of them in 4K HD.
So, discussions about extraterrestrial life have become extremely common. Technological progress over the last few decades have made man's dream of space exploration a reality. NASA and other space agencies are investing resources to investigate the possibility of life on other planets. Many scientists are convinced that there is life on other planets, and the search for extraterrestrial life is gradually becoming mainstream. For instance, astrobiology, a new interdisciplinary field of research, has emerged to test the hypothesis concerning extraterrestrial life and is gaining prominence.
Life or extraterrestrial life is hypothetical life that may occur outside the Earth and did not originate on the Earth. Such life might range from simple life forms to intelligent beings, possibly bringing forth civilizations that might be far more advanced than humanity. The science of alien life in all its forms is known as astrobiology. Since the mid 20th century, active ongoing research has taken place to look for signs of alien.
Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the Sun. Its orbit around the Sun takes 87.97 Earth is the smallest of the Sun's planet. It's named after Roman god Mercius, god of commerce. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is named after Roman goddess of love and beauty. As the brightest natural objects in Earth's night sky after the Moon, Venus can be cast shadows and can be on rare occasions visible to the naked eye in broad daylight. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to harbor and support life. About 29.2% of the Earth's surface is land, consisting of continents and islands. Uh, The remaining 70.8% is covered with water, mostly by saltwater bodies, but also by lakes, rivers, and other freshwater, which together constitute the hydrosphere.
After a series of missions to the other planets, scientists believe that life on other planets. 1 in a million has planets around it. Only 1 in a million has the right combination of chemicals, temperature, water, days and nights to support planetary life as we know it. Humans have long imagined the kinds of creatures or peoples that might live on Earth's moon. The history of our galaxy. The odds of habitable planet where species must be less than about 1 in 60 million billion. According to Drake, the probability of existing species is estimated as the number of communicating civilizations in our galaxy.
Exoplanets. Planets which are outside of solar system and planets which orbit around another star are called exoplanets. Exoplanets are very hard to see with telescopes. They are hidden by the bright glare of the stars they are orbiting. From far away, this off-center orbit makes the star look like it's wobbling. Hundreds of planets have been discovered using this method. However, only big planets like Jupiter or even larger planets can.
A superactive planet is a planet better suited for the emergence of life
and evolution of humans. Proxima b is a planet just in the next star system around us, by far the closest superhabitable planet. It's just 4 light years away. Researchers have identified 24 different superhabitable worlds. They are
1.
Proxima b, Gliese 667c, Kepler 186, Kepler 452b, Kepler 22b, TOEIC 700b.
Does intelligent life exist on other planets? In 1995, a pair of scientists discovered a planet outside our solar system orbiting a solar-type star. Since that finding, which won the scientists a portion of the 2019 Nobel Prize in Physics, researchers have discovered more than 4,000 exoplanets, including some Earth-like planets that may have the potential to harbor life. In order to detect if planets are harboring life, however, scientists must first determine what features indicate that life is or once was present.
If alien could be there in our world, reason to believe alien life. Well, 2020 didn't bring any little green man, but it did bring astronomers closer to finding extraterrestrial life than even before. From organic musculars turning up around the solar system to mysterious radio signals finally being traced back to their source. Here are some of the biggest findings of the year about where aliens may be hiding in the universe. The Pentagon report, which future is gripping videos of the aerial encroachers, was just one beat in a recent research for extraterrestrial intelligence, SET.
You found alien Earth, right? Which is the found alien planet? Answer: the new found alien planet plus 1649c, which is the most Earth-like planet in the universe. Answer: the most Earth-like planet found so far. NASA officials say its parent star is very similar to our Sun, and the planet orbits in the habitable zone at 1.6 times the sizes of the Earth plus 4.
Did aliens visit Earth? On October 19, 2017, a Canadian astronomer named Robert Work was reviewing images captured by a telescope known as Pan-STARRS 1 when he noticed something strange. A dot of light caught Work's attention and moved more than 4 times that speed at almost 200,000 miles per hour.
What if we lived on the sun? 7 points about this topic. There is abundance of nuclear energy in the sun. No need to pay the electricity bill. Hooray! Let's go to the sun. Sun is extremely hot. There is no possibility that we will be able to take out our heat protection suit. We will not be able to sleep. Sun's light is very powerful and bright, and there is no night in the sun. The sun is very huge compared to the earth. There will be plenty of space there. People who love snow will be missing snow so much.
What we know, Mars contains many polar ice caps that could have been water at one point in time. With the extent of water mean that there could have been life on planets like Mars. Possible life on Mars. NASA announced that there was a discovery of a fossil had been found in Antarctica from Mars. This fossil had provided evidence that there was one primate life on Mars. A test by a Mars rover in 2008 showed that there was water in the soil. There is evidence that the water flowed on the surface within the past 10 years.
Space. The outer space is a zone that occurs about 100 kilometers above the planet where there is no air to breathe or to scatter light. In that area, blue becomes black because there are not enough oxygen molecules to make sky blue. Space is completely silent as there is no atmosphere in space, which means that no medium for sound to be here or light to pass. There is no air to breathe. Space is vacuum, which means sound cannot travel because molecules are not close enough to transmit sound between them.
Mercury does not have any moons or rings. Mercury is the smallest planet. Venus. Venus is nearly as big as Earth with a diameter of 12,104 kilometers. Venus is thought to be made of a central iron core, rocky mantle, and silicate crust. Earth. Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. Earth was once believed to be the center of the universe. Mars. Mars is home to tallest mountain in solar system. Mars has the largest dust storm in solar system.
Friends, I am Bolineni Pranavi from class 5B and I study in BVM Global Perangudi School. Today I am going to talk about planets. Let's see the model of planets which I made. Now let's talk about the Sun. The Sun is the star at the center of the solar system. It gives light and heat. It also holds all of our planets in place. Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest planet to the Sun. Venus. Venus is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty as the brightest natural object in the night sky after the moon. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to harbor and support life. Mars. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system. Being only larger than only Mercury, Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war, Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass more than 2.5 tons that of all the other planets in the solar system, but slightly less than 1,000 the mass of the Sun. Saturn. Saturn is the second largest planet in the solar system. It is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9.5 times that of Earth. Uranus. Uranus is made up of water, methane and ammonia fluids. Uranus is named after the Greek god of the sky. It has the third largest planetary. Neptune. Neptune is the third
Techno-signature. Once a rocket landed in Moon. An astronaut came out named Alex. I want to know about techno-signature. Oh, who is that man who is standing in our land? An alien. Ah, who are you? Why did you come to our land? I am an astronaut named Alex. I want to know about techno-signature. Techno-signature? Yes, techno-signature. Tell me about it. Wait, I'll call my friends. Now tell. Techno-signature or techno-markers is a measurable property or effect that provides scientific evidence of past or present technology. Techno-signatures are analogous to the biosignatures that signal the presence of life, whether or not intelligent. Now did you understand what is techno-signature? Understood. Okay, now I am going back to my planet Earth. See you all next time. Bye, bye, bye. So Alex returned to Earth. Hello, did you see any alien? Yes. Tell us about it. I told them about techno-signature, which was my project to do. How could they understand our language? They can, haha.
Hello, do you know we are there and living in Mars? And because of a nuclear bomb accident, all our things were damaged and carbon dioxide level went down and our planets were destroyed. It is forced us to find for a suitable place for our living. So we live under Mars. I hope you learned some little information about us aliens. Thanks for watching.